Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna do a feminine hygiene routine, but with a little twist. So for today's video, we're gonna be addressing common body care concerns. So if you're someone who struggles with eczema or has dry skin or even sensitive skin, this feminine hygiene routine is for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with the face. So for face wash, I like to use Panoxyl. Now I will say, if you have sensitive skin, this is not for you, but I personally have sensitive skin and I feel like over time my face is just like adapted to this face wash. So maybe yours can, but this one's the 10%. They also have a 5% if I'm not mistaken. So if you do have sensitive skin, you can also still use this one. I just recommend using the 5%. I highly recommend this Panoxyl. And then while I use that face wash, I got the infamous Vanity Planet spin brush. If you don't know about this spin brush, I'm about to tell you. So back when I was in high school, I think like a freshman in high school, which was like 2015, I want to say. I was a freshman in high school and I used to binge watch YouTube every single day I got out of like class, and in class like I would binge watch YouTube. And every single YouTuber I watched, from like Aaliyah's Face to Kiera, all of them, they all talked about this Vanity Planet spin brush. But when I was younger, I never could afford it. It was like 60 bucks and I couldn't afford it. But now they're at Marshall's, you guys, for $7.99. So I finally got my hands on this one. Now I really love this Vanity Planet spin brush because I feel like it really gets in my pores and it really cleanses them. Whereas if I just use my fingertips, I feel like it doesn't really get into my pores. Whereas a spin brush, it really gets into my pores, and I really like that. And I feel like overall it's helped with my skin being so clear as it is now. So I really like that. And then I really like this because it has multiple different attachments. So they have one like a regular daily facial brush, like to cleanse your face. There's also one for exfoliating, and then there's also like a pumic stone one. Like normally I never heard of like using a pumic stone on your face, more so your feet. And I hope I'm saying that right, because I'll be honest, I don't know how to say it. But and there's also one for your body, which we'll talk about in a second. But this has like changed my face. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I feel like my face is just so much more smoother, and it's just helped overall with like the fading the marks on my face from like any of the pimples that I picked. So I highly recommend a spin brush, period, if you can. I specifically recommend the Vanity Planet one. But I'm also not going to show you guys like my toothpaste and everything, because honestly I just use toothpaste. Like I don't really choose a specific toothpaste because my mom buys the toothpaste and I just use whatever she buys. But I do pick my own mouthwash, and I bought TheraBreath. I really enjoy this, especially as someone who has Invisalign. If you guys don't know, you probably could tell because sometimes in my videos I have a really bad lisp and stuff like that, and I just recently got like them back in after a while. So this has helped me so much with any of my morning breath or just bad breath, period, because Invisalign you have to wear the same trays for an entire week, and it gets really disgusting. It gets brown. It's not cute. It's really disgusting. And having that like same tray in your mouth for an entire week at a time and have to be in people's faces, and over time, like every single day, you know, you're eating, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're drinking coffee, you're drinking this, you're drinking that, all that type of stuff, it just carries some odor in it. But I feel like when I use the TheraBreath, it helps me so much preventing that odor in my mouth and from my Invisalign. So I highly recommend this TheraBreath one. And this is a newer product I haven't used just yet, but it is part of my personal feminine hygiene routine, or it's about to be. And these are just some Crest Aligner Care orthopedic appliance cleansers. So you get 50 of these, or no, you get 30 of these, and they're just like these cleansing wipes for on the go. So I'm going to show you guys just in case you do have Invisalign. And like I said, because if you wear Invisalign throughout a week, it gets really dirty, not as clean, and it just kind of smells. But I feel like these are gonna help me with that, I'm hoping. Plus I can take them on the go, because sometimes I'm hardhead, and I've had some instances where I've eaten ice cream or I've eaten icing from cake with my Invisalign tray still in. Not the smartest decision, but sometimes I get really paranoid and I have a lot of anxiety when I'm out in public taking my Invisalign out, because I don't want people seeing me dig in my mouth, because I feel like they're judging me. So sometimes I'll just leave my Invisalign in altogether when I go out in public and eat, and it kind of backfires. Like I ended up multiple times throughout public having like blue ice cream in my Invisalign trays and having no idea. Sometimes if I drunk like icy and it was red, my trays were red. Yeah, it's a whole big thing. So I think that these will help me so much, so I just added these into my feminine hygiene routine. And then I forgot to mention this for my face, but I recently have started using face masks again, but sheet masks. I used to think that I wouldn't really like sheet masks because I don't really know why. I just felt like they probably just weren't moisturizing, but I really like sheet masks now, so I went ahead and got some more. These I think are Korean and they're vitamin C ones, and I got a total of, let me see, I don't know how many's in here, but it's a big pack. Like, it's a pretty big pack, and I only got it for $5.50. Whereas if you guys watched my last video, I told you guys how I got in Marshall's 3 sheet masks for $5. But this one looks like an entire pack, and it's pretty heavy. So I'm gonna start using these in like probably my next shower routine or something. And I just really love sheet masks. They help so much if you have dry skin. Really helps bring that moisture back into your face. And like I said, with my current face wash, this really dries out my skin, so I really have to make sure I'm bringing moisture back into my skin and my face, because it be so dry it hurts to smile, it hurts to move my face, period, whenever I use the panoxyl and I don't moisturize my face. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the body care. Now, you guys know I like to exfoliate first. I feel like there's really no rules with body care, you just kind of do what works for you. So I just recently purchased this Dove exfoliating body polish, and this is in crushed macadamia and rice milk. I told you guys I was gonna get my hands on some more, and the reason I bought this one specifically is because I do have sensitive skin, but my skin over time throughout my life has gotten a lot better. My skin used to be where I could only use like fragrance-free products, and I had to constantly apply eczema cream and things like that, to now I'm 21, I can pretty much use any product that I choose. But being that like summer's around the corner, this is typically the time of the year whenever my eczema comes back, because it gets really hot, and when I get really hot, of course I sweat, and when I sweat, I'm constantly touching my skin, wiping off any sweat. All of my natural oils is just coming out. If I wear lotion, my lotion is kind of melting off my body, and I feel like it kind of affects my skin, and that's kind of why I get more eczema. And it also depends on like the jewelry I wear. If I wear any like fake jewelry, whether it's earrings or necklaces or anything like that, it really makes my neck itch, it makes my ears itch, and I have like little bumps everywhere because I have really sensitive skin and I have extremely like eczema prone skin. I always have. So using every now and then products that aren't too heavily fragranced, I just really love, because it makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm not gonna break out, it's not gonna affect my eczema, it's not gonna affect my dry skin, and it's just gonna still have the same benefits. I still am able to exfoliate, but I don't have to have the constant worry of, if I use this heavily fragranced body polish or heavily fragranced scrub, is it gonna break me out? So this one I feel like it's just perfect because it's not too heavily fragranced. It does smell really good, but like I was saying, I feel like it's not gonna affect your skin too much if you have eczema, or at least with mine it hasn't. Or if you're someone who has dry skin, I feel like this wouldn't be too harsh for your skin because it's only a moderate scrub or body polish. So I highly recommend this one. If you're someone who has dry skin or eczema, definitely get this Dove body polish. Okay, now for my body, as someone who struggles with eczema and dry skin and acne prone skin, but like I was saying, my journey has definitely changed. I'm more so able to use products that are heavily fragranced, but I'm gonna share with you guys anyways. I'm gonna start using this hemp lavender on my body. You're looking for a deep cleansing, you need to get your hands on Dr. Bronner's, because this is like the best cleansing stuff ever. I've never used the lavender one on my body, but I feel like I just kind of want to incorporate that aromatherapy feel to it in my shower routines more so often, because girl, I be stressed between like being a senior in college and like trying to make it, and with my YouTube journey and just stuff like that, and then like personal problems in my life. Like when I take showers, they're really just like therapy for me. And so I really be trying to apply like eucalyptics and mint and stuff, just anything that a product says is going to help with my stress, I'm going to incorporate it. So lavender, I heard, is really good for like stress and just overall calming and stuff like that, and that's why I'm going to start using this one. And then also because like I said, it gives me that really deep cleanse. Now, body care attachment on the Vanity Planet spin brush. Highly recommend this if you are someone who has eczema prone skin, or if you're just someone who really wants that deep cleansing, or if you have dry skin. I feel like this this spin brush is just perfect for your skin. It really is going to get you that deep cleansing on, really cleanse your skin. In my experience with my eczema and my dry skin, it hasn't irritated my skin because it's also really gentle and soft, and it doesn't really affect my skin too much. I just feel like overall using a spin brush on your body is helpful, especially if you have acne prone skin, especially on your body. I've noticed that whenever I use this on my arms and stuff like that, and using like a body polish every single day or every now and then, it helped with my body acne so much. My body acne is not cleared, I will say, but I feel like this has been very beneficial with helping eliminate most of my body acne and getting it down and soft. But I just feel like this one just really gives me that deep cleansing that I feel like I need as someone who has eczema prone skin and dry skin and body acne. I really need that deep cleansing, and I just really need something that's like gonna get into my pores and this, that, and the third. So I feel like this like Vanity Planet spin brush really gets the job done. Okay, now let's get into the body washes. Now for someone, if you have dry skin but you don't have like sensitive skin, you don't have eczema prone skin or acne prone skin, I feel like you could pretty much use a majority of body washes. I'm going to recommend Tree Hut's one because they are hydrating oil complex. So if you have sensitive or not sensitive skin, but if you have dry skin, I feel like this will be perfect. It's a gel, so it's super hydrating, and it literally says on here it's hydrating. It has different oils in it. If I'm not mistaken, it does say it on here. So there's like avocado oil, kiwi, and orange oils. I don't know like the benefits of those, but it does have 3 different oils in it, and in my experience it's really hydrating. So if you do have dry skin, I highly recommend Tree Hut's one, or you can also use this Dove one. I personally only have the cherry and chai milk, so anytime I talk about like Dove product, this is the only body wash I can refer to because it's the only one that I have. But if you have eczema prone skin and acne, and if you're someone who has dry skin, I highly recommend any Dove product. I feel like with Dove you really can't go wrong, but if you are someone who has sensitive skin, I feel like definitely use like the gentle exfoliating one, or maybe like the original. Maybe not stick to some that are heavily fragranced like this cherry and chai milk, but I feel like Dove is a really great brand, period, if you have dry skin, eczema, or acne prone skin. So I really like to use this one. It's also super hydrating, so I really like to use this one. It just really brings back life into my skin, especially when I'm really going through a period of time, which I'm about to because it's about to be summer, where my skin just like gets so dry, it like shrivels up, and I need something that's gonna moisturize my skin and get it back feeling nice and good. So I highly recommend Dove if you are someone who has any body concerns of those 3 that I just mentioned. And then let me see. Oh, also you can also use, for example, like Bath and Body Works moisturizing body washes. These are super moisturizing. I feel like these don't last me a long time though, but they are heavily fragranced. So if you're someone, like I said, who has sensitive skin, or if your eczema is like reactive to products that are too strong or heavily fragranced, I don't recommend this for you. But if you are someone like myself who has eczema, but I can typically use products that are heavily fragranced and it doesn't like affect my eczema or anything like that, and I have dry skin, I can still use this one personally. So I'm going to recommend any moisturizing body washes from Bath and Body Works. These 3 are like the most moisturizing body washes that I have, that I feel like kind of work with all 3. Okay, so now we're out the shower, and now let's do like lotions and everything like that. If you're someone who has acne prone skin, eczema, or dry skin, sensitive skin, whatever the case is, if you struggle with any of those 4 body concerns, highly recommend this Vaseline spray on. It's super lightweight, so it's not going to be too greasy, especially if you are someone who likes to layer your products. It smells like coconut and shea butter. It just smells really good, and it lingers on the skin. If you struggle with any of those 4, I highly recommend this Dove Sensitive Care. Once again, if you have sensitive skin, dry skin, eczema, or acne, I feel like using something like this would just be perfect and so beneficial for your skin. It's not going to irritate your skin or cause any more concerns, so I highly recommend this one. This is the Dove Silky Nourishment Body Cream. And dry skin, I feel like this one is definitely for you. If you don't have dry skin, but if you struggle with body acne, sensitive skin, or eczema prone skin, maybe get this one. If you have dry skin, maybe get this one. Or any of the other concerns, I feel like it just goes either or. It's just because this one's more lightweight, whereas this one is a body butter and it's super thick, or it's a body cream. Okay guys, so we're about done. Now I would scent these products. Me personally, I really like them. This is by Glad Skin. Now if you have eczema, this is for you. This is their eczema body lotion, and they also have this eczema soothing cream. Now I got the one that's for babies and kids. I highly recommend getting the babies and kids one, just because I feel like babies and kids products are just super gentle, whereas the ones that are made for adults aren't as gentle. But I feel like using gentle products on your skin is just super beneficial, and you don't have to worry about any of those harsh chemicals or anything like that. So I highly recommend this cream if you have eczema. Let me see if it'll show up. And then I like to pair it with our matching lotion just because they just pair well together. Now this one you have to leave on for 5 minutes. I don't love that about it, but if you're someone who doesn't mind waiting the 5 minutes for this product, I highly recommend it. It's also hypoallergenic and it's fragrance free, as well as the matching lotion. Then when it comes to my underarms, I probably should have already did this, but I just like to use one of two products. I like to use the Native Sugar Cookie. This one doesn't last on my skin as long, but I just really like the scent. This one is paraben free and aluminum free. And then I like to use this Dove Even Tone Rejuvenating Blossom deodorant. This one's my favorite. I really like this one. It smells super good and it lingers on my skin. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you have any body care concerns that I didn't mention in this video, please be sure to comment them down below and I'll do a feminine hygiene routine on those. And I'll see you in my next video.